A brand new Toyota Camry will run you about $28,000 to $32,000, depending on the trim. That is the same amount of money that will now buy you a luxury SUV. That's stickered for $80,000, $90,000, sometimes over $100,000 when it rolled off the truck. Same category of vehicle, same badge, same options list that used to make people's jaws drop in the showroom. And now it is parked next to the Camry on the same used car lot for the same price. This is not a fluke. This is what happens when depreciation curves collide with reputation, complexity, and fear. Let's count down 10 luxury SUVs that prove the sticker price was never the real price. Number 10. The Infiniti QX80. When new, a loaded QX80 stickers north of $80,000 with all-wheel drive, captain's chairs, and a Bose sound system that fills the cabin like a concert hall. Under the hood is Nissan's 5.6-liter VK 56 V8, the same naturally aspirated engine family found in the Nissan Armada and Patrol, producing more than 400 horsepower and known for shrugging off high mileage with basic maintenance. Because Infiniti never built the brand recognition of Lexus or even Cadillac, a 5 to 7-year-old QX80 with 90,000 to 110,000 miles regularly sells for $22,000 to $26,000. You are getting a full-size, body-on-frame luxury SUV with a bulletproof V8 for Camry money. And almost nobody cross-shops it because the badge does not carry the weight it should. Number 9. The Audi Q7 with the 3.0 supercharged V6. The Q7 launched with a starting price near $50,000, but loaded prestige trims with the S-Line package, air suspension, and the Bang & Olufsen system pushed well past $65,000. And the diesel and later turbocharged versions crossed $70,000 to $80,000 with options. These are genuinely impressive to drive, quiet, planted, and stuffed with tech. The catch is Audi's reputation for costly repairs once the warranty runs out, which scares off casual buyers and tanks resale values. A 2013 to 2016 Q7 with 80,000 to 100,000 miles can be found for $16,000 to $22,000. If you find a well-documented example and budget for maintenance, you are buying German engineering at a fraction of what the first owner paid. Number 8. The Cadillac Escalade. This is the SUV that defined status for 2 decades, and fully loaded platinum trims have stickered well above $90,000 for years. Underneath the chrome and the 22-inch wheels sits GM's small block V8, the same LS-based architecture found in the Chevrolet Tahoe and Suburban. An engine family with a documented track record of running past 200,000 miles on routine maintenance. Because Escalades were leased heavily and depreciate like every full-size luxury SUV. A 2011 to 2014 model with 100,000 to 130,000 miles trades for $18,000 to $24,000. You are buying the same drivetrain that powers 500,000-mile Suburbans, wrapped in leather, wood trim, and a sound system that once cost more than some entire used cars. Number 7. The Lincoln Navigator. Ford's flagship SUV has stickered above $80,000 in reserve and black label trims for the better part of a decade. Loaded with massaging seats, a 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6, making well over 400 horsepower, and a ride quality that genuinely competes with anything from Europe. Lincoln's image never fully recovered from the badge engineering era of the 1990s and the 2000s, so depreciation on these is brutal. A 2015 to 2017 Navigator with 90,000 to 120,000 miles can be had for $19,000 to $25,000. The EcoBoost V6 has a solid reliability record when maintenance is kept current, and you are getting nearly a full-size Escalade experience for less money because the market still associates Lincoln with rental fleets instead of flagships. Number 6. The Porsche Cayenne, specifically the S and GTS trims from the second generation. A well-equipped Cayenne S stickered from $75,000 to over $90,000 with options, and the GTS pushed even higher. Porsche builds a genuinely quick, sharp-handling SUV, but the ownership reputation, particularly around air suspension components and the twin-turbo V8 in earlier turbo models, scares buyers into cheaper alternatives. Naturally aspirated V6 and V8 Cayennes from 2011 to 2014 with 80,000 to 100,000 miles are now selling for $16,000 to $22,000. The key is sticking with the naturally aspirated engines and confirming the air suspension has been serviced, because the depreciation on these is some of the steepest in the entire luxury segment. Number 5. The Range Rover, specifically the L322 generation with the Jaguar-sourced 5-liter supercharged V8. When new, these stickered from $90,000 to well over $100,000 in supercharged and autobiography trims. Nothing on a used car lot looks more expensive than a Range Rover, and nothing depreciates faster once buyers start reading owner forums about air suspension failures and electrical gremlins. A 2010 to 2012 Range Rover, supercharged with 80,000 to 100,000 miles, now sells for $17,000 to $23,000, genuinely cheaper than a new Camry in many cases. This one comes with a real warning label: maintenance costs. On an out-of-warranty Range Rover can be significant, so this is only for buyers who go in with their eyes open and a mechanic they trust. Number 4. The Mercedes-Benz GL450, later renamed the GLS 450. Fully loaded examples with the AMG line package, air suspension, and third-row seating, stickered from $75,000 to over $85,000. Under the hood is Mercedes' twin-turbo 4.6 to 4.7-liter V8. A genuinely strong and refined engine, paired with a 7-speed automatic that holds up well when fluid changes are kept current. Mercedes' depreciation on full-size SUVs is steep because of the same maintenance reputation that hurts the Range Rover, just to a lesser degree. A 2013 to 2015 GL450 with 90,000 to 110,000 miles trades for $19,000 to $24,000, putting a 3-row air-suspended Mercedes flagship in Camry territory. Number 3. The BMW X5, specifically the 4.8i and 5.0i V8 trims from the second generation. Loaded X5s with the Sport Activity package, premium sound, and adaptive suspension, stickered from $70,000 to over $85,000. BMW's reputation for expensive repairs once warranties expire, particularly around cooling systems and electronics, pushes resale values down hard. A 2011 to 2013 X5 with the naturally aspirated or twin-turbo V8 and 90,000 to 120,000 miles can now be found for $14,000 to $20,000. The chassis and handling on these still feel sharp today, and if you find one with documented cooling system work already done, you are getting German performance SUV money down to Camry territory. Number 2. The Maserati Levante. This is the one that makes people do a double take. Base Levantes stickered above $75,000, and the S and Trofeo trims with the twin-turbo Ferrari-built V6 and V8 pushed well past $100,000, and even $170,000 loaded. Maserati's reputation for depreciation is legendary in the industry, worse than almost any other luxury brand on the road. A 2017 to 2019 Levante with 40,000 to 60,000 miles is now selling for $24,000 to $30,000, sometimes less. You are buying an Italian luxury SUV with a Ferrari-derived engine note for the price of a family sedan, but this purchase comes with real risk. Maintenance and parts costs on a Maserati out of warranty are genuinely high, so this one is strictly for a buyer who has already budgeted for it and wants the exclusivity more than the peace of mind. Number 1. The Lexus LX570. I put this at the top because it is the rare vehicle on this list that combines steep depreciation with genuinely bulletproof engineering. No asterisks required. When new, the LX570 stickered from $90,000 to over $100,000 loaded. Built on the same platform as the Toyota Land Cruiser with the same 5.7-liter V8 found in the Toyota Sequoia and Tundra. This is the same engine family I have personally seen run past 300,000 miles with nothing beyond scheduled maintenance. Lexus builds these to the same standard as every other vehicle wearing the badge, and the body-on-frame construction with full-time four-wheel drive means it is genuinely capable off-road, not just in marketing photos. Because full-size luxury SUVs depreciate hard across the board regardless of reliability. A 2010 to 2012 LX570
with 100,000 to 130,000 miles, can now be found for $24,000 to $29,000, right in Camry price range. You are getting a Land Cruiser drivetrain, a cabin with Mark Levinson audio and heated and cooled leather seats, and the single best reliability reputation of any vehicle on this entire list for the price of a mainstream sedan. Nothing else here matches that combination of luxury, capability, and long-term durability at this price point. So there it are, 10 SUVs that cost as much as a house down payment when they were new, now sitting on lots for less than a brand new Camry. The Infiniti QX80 with its forgotten V8 reliability, the Audi Q7 for buyers willing to stay ahead of maintenance, the Cadillac Escalade riding on suburban bones, the Lincoln Navigator nobody remembers is this good, the Porsche Cayenne for those who want genuine performance, the Range Rover for the brave, the Mercedes GL 450 with real 3-row space, the BMW X5 for driving dynamics, the Maserati Levante for pure exclusivity, and the Lexus LX 570 sitting at number 1 because it is the only vehicle here that gives you the depreciation without the drama. The lesson across all 10 is the same one I keep coming back to. The sticker price tells you what someone paid. It never tells you what something is actually worth 3, 5, or 10 years down the road. If this kind of straight talk helps you shop smarter, hit subscribe. I have more videos coming on which of these to actually avoid depending on the model year. Like if it helped. I will see you in the next one.